Planet Dolan. From why men have more hair than women to what the first invention in history was, we answer some of your most burning questions about life.
Hey there, my name is Melissa. I'll be reading out the questions and answers.
I'm Danger Dolan, and I'm here to blow your mind with truth.
Salagus5 asks, why did people create electronic devices if they hurt eyesight?
Oh man, what a tough life you lead with your futuristic, entertainment-filled technological miracle device that people merely dreamed of owning 50 years ago slightly irritates your eyes after 24 hours of prolonged use. That's a shame.
The benefits of technology seem to vastly outweigh the negatives, including proof that constant use of well-lit electronic devices cause heavy eye strain and vision damage. To remedy this, simply look away from the screen once every few hours and allow your eyes to have a break and relax. Puppy Power Elite asks, what is the longest a human, plant, or animal has lived for?
Does anyone truly live? Should life be measured in a metric? As I looked upon the rain, the fury internal brood, the inner storm of my emotions, do we live, or have we already died inside? Storm Dolan, the new fragrance from Planet Dolan.
This does tend to vary, as some organisms, like a sea sponge, can exist for tens of thousands of years, while others, like a certain jellyfish that is effectively immortal by aging backwards. The longest a human has lived has been 122 years.
122 years. Tragic. Familiar.
I know every single cologne and perfume in stores, and I've never heard of your Storm Dolan.
You wouldn't. It's exclusive. You want to try some?
Not really.
Well, you can't.
1232 Cool asks, why is space black?
You can't just say that, Melissa. It's really racist.
What? I'm just reading out the question.
Oh, right. Didn't realize. Oh, sorry. I like your dress, by the way.
Oh, this thing? Thank you so much. It's actually an interesting story. There was a sale on, but I was an hour late, so they weren't going to sell me the dress. But as I was walking away, they recognized me from the show, so I ended up getting the discount. Thanks again. I was really hoping someone would notice. It's okay if they didn't, though. I really appreciate it. I was thinking about bringing more onto the show, but I was worried about people expecting the purple dress, but I think they're okay with some change. Do you think so, too? So thank you. Also, do you like what I did to my hair? Shima suggested it. She has great taste. And I wasn't sure, but now
So tell us, Melissa, why is space black?
This one is curious because technically, since the universe is filled with stars, it should theoretically fill the sky with stars and brightness. But it doesn't. This is known as Olber's paradox. One theory is that the stars that are billions of years away haven't had enough time for their light to reach us, as it can only travel at a limited speed. Sherbet597 asks, how deep do worms go?
Deep. Have you ever just let a worm talk before? It's overwhelming. Space is just an ornament of the psyche, with splendor unparalleled in the omnipotent cascade of existential perception. Only through circumstance can nature's tribute to solidarity be exercised upon the membrane of time itself, to which there is no defined escape. Bow before the unparalleled logic, be consumed.
It depends what type of worm we're talking about. The common type you'll encounter in your garden will only dig down a few inches or centimeters to have access to food and water, while others, like the gigantic tube worm, have the ability to dig down several miles. Mataryoshka asks, why do men have more hair than women?
What are you, insane? Look at me. I don't have a single hair on me. Look at her. This isn't normal. You think that's weird though? Trust me. You don't want to know what I saw. That one time, she shaved all her fur off. I mean, what?
The major theory is that it comes down to sexual preference. Women are seen as more attractive when they're relatively hairless, whereas the hairier a man, the more attractive they become. Women still have invisible hair, though. We have this as an evolutionary advantage to detect and warn us about insects and bugs while we're sleeping. Seaman673 asks, What would happen if sharks became extinct?
What do you think? It'd be great! Parties all day and night. Hooray! We don't have to go in the ocean and be ripped into pieces anymore. Now we can focus on permanently exterminating mosquitoes. Life is good.
When you remove any chain in the living ecosystem of life, there will be consequences. If you remove sharks, the top marine predators from every ocean, it'll have a trickle effect that'll cause stingrays to take over as the top predators. Species will go extinct, reef systems will fall into decline, and complete and utter chaos will ensue. White Fang Vlogger asks, why are there moons on other planets?
They aren't moons though. A rock that's 2 centimeters across is not a moon. I don't care what NASA says. But it's a dwarf moon. No, there's only one moon. Now, Saturn has a ring. That's cool with me. No one's disputing that. But this is not a moon. Wake up!
These are mostly captured comets and asteroids caught in the gravity of the home planet, such as we see with Mars that has 2 moons. One, Phobos, has an irregular size and will crash into the surface of Mars in 40 or 50 million years, whereas Jupiter has over 50 moons, some large and some small. The Vegius asks, why do women have breasts?
That's a good question. Why do you have those things?
Well, if I'm ever in the water, they keep me afloat. So there's that. But otherwise, from the research I've done, there are a couple of reasons for this. Firstly, women with larger breasts are a side effect of having higher hormone levels in their body, thus making them more likely to become pregnant and more desirable for men. Secondly, it indicates the woman is fertile, hence why children are flat-chested and old women have sagged, shrunken chests.
Speaking of breasts, have you noticed a lot of our fan art is gender bent? Oh. Yay. Thanks, animator. I'm a woman now. So's my brother. So is Pringle. And so's... Oh, of course. Why should the rules apply to help it? Durr.
Mikey36 asks, what happens to our body when we sneeze?
That's your body's way of reproducing. You really should be careful about who you sneeze on or they'll get prego.
Real quick, explain the science behind that. How could the particles possibly travel through your skin and end up in your reproductive organs?
It sinks into your skin, it latches into your bloodstream, alright? It surfs there, and then exits into the organ.
What, willingly? Are you implying that sneezes are sapient?
Well, how else do you explain where babies come from?
You sneeze to rapidly eject foreign particles from your body, but specifically what happens is your chest muscles compress your lungs, your throat snaps shut, and all matter is quickly hurled through your mouth at 100 miles per hour. Furry Angel Cat asks, what was the first invention?
Food. Life was pretty hard before we invented food. You know how boring water is? Do you want me to remind you what restaurants served before food? Were you a fan of dinners made of ice cubes? No, because it was a terrible, terrible time.
The earliest discovered inventions were from millions of years ago. Sharpened stone tools used for hunting and collecting food. They were ground-edge axes for chopping, and later arrowheads used for combat, as well as a variety of others.
Huh. What are you people scheming?
Nothing. Don't mind us.
Let me see, close enough. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.